up, guys? Steve, you're big as hell, man. You want me to give you a little hand, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
My name is Steven and I'm Shadow Zone. I've seen some pretty bad things growing up. Violence, gangs, killings, some things that I wish I hadn't seen or heard. Throughout my middle school years, I found myself going through the wrong path. Then I found football. Coach and football practice kept me off the streets and out of trouble. I finally had some purpose in my life. Most of our neighbors' houses were broken into, and we knew that sooner or later it would happen to us. That's probably the main reason why we needed a big dog, and that's why we got Shadow. I got Shadow 3 years ago as a puppy. We had 2 other little dogs that tried eating his food, and he started growling. And my sister put her hand in the way to stop him, and he actually bit her hand, and she started bleeding. I was in shock because he was a puppy. Like, I didn't expect that. The bigger Shadow got, it was worse and worse for us to try and socialize him with other dogs. I'm 6'5", 315 pounds, and it's even a hassle for me to walk Shadow, especially once he sees another dog. His mindset is made.
And he's delayed. Part of the culture is the reason why you have a dog is because he's trying to protect you. You choose a really big dog. If you put him in the front yard, you tie him up, it represents don't come in. In reality, the dogs are going to build a lot of frustration.
The worst thing that has ever happened is that Shadow actually attacked 2 dogs. Me and my sister were actually walking him in the park, and a dog came up running towards us without a leash, without an owner, and Shadow picked him up with his mouth and started shaking him. He just picked him up like it was nothing. There was an incident where I woke up like around 4 in the morning. I look outside my window and Shadow has another dog. The dog put his head inside through my gate, and Shadow just took advantage of that. He got him and he wasn't letting go. The worst thing I think can happen to Shadow is he's killing dogs and then they take him from us. And they'll probably put him down, and that's definitely something I wouldn't want. I'm just lucky that no one pressed charges from the first 2 attacks, and if it happens again, I can be held responsible. I can lose my scholarships, my whole football career can just end. That puts my whole future at risk.
Whoa. You want me to give you a little hand, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Yeah. He's agitated. Bring him over. Here's the classic wire. There's the wire. All right. Wow, look at this. Heavy duty stuff, man. Steve was using the classic Easter leg.
Oh, big foul.
Can't just be on. Big, powerful dog, but it can have the opposite effect. If you use this stuff with tension, it can aggravate the dog, send him into a protective mode, and that can be very dangerous. Do we have any other leash for me? That's how Mexican I am, Steve. We use ropes. That's very powerful, but not as effective as a simple little rope.
Sure. I thought Peter was pretty crazy when he took off Shadow's leash and toes and he put on that little rope. I mean, Shadow got that thing in respect.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. You gotta learn right things here. See, the tighter they are, they get tense. There you go. Very good, buddy.
After to remove the leash from the collar, it releases tension and Shadow calms down. Now, you can just use the proper way to handle Shadow.
Right, look. Football is all about formation, right? And then the coach, his job is to put you in the place where you are your best. Where he's at his best is right next to me. You always want to bring him in, right there. He's in formation. In front of me, dangerous. When they're leading, you say, "Are we find you in the alley?"
Caesar demonstrates how to keep Shadow calm even when walking past the German Shepherd.
Look, just go right there. I'm gonna pass by. Go, buddy. Come on. So no tension. Good. Chill, relax. in control.
It was so amazing to see Caesar do what he does. He walked Shadow past the German Shepherd. Like, he didn't react to him. It was just something that's never happened before.
The way you hold on to a dog is really not with a lot of tension. That's what makes him dangerous. I control with, look, three fingers, 100-something pound dog.
Yeah.
So that way you control the mind. If you control the mind, you control the body. You were trying to control the body, therefore you're not controlling the mind. You see it? It's not the size. It's the understanding that gives you the leadership. Yeah? What do you see different? Oh, you're working miracles here. I see this kind of progression many times when people get this kind of dogs to protect them. Shadow has already built a lot of frustration from guarding the house. Then Steve doesn't play the role of pack leader, which forces Shadow to take the leadership and makes him want to protect Steve. When Steve adds tension to the lead, it only makes matters worse.
To develop a rehabilitation plan, Caesar wants to observe Steve on his daily walk through his neighborhood. Steve feels he isn't ready for the simple leash and opts for the wire leash and prong collar.
So this is where you normally walk? And what's going to happen?
He starts getting real aggressive with the dogs in the house right there.
He's already out of control. He was already out of control before he got there. It's like he forgot what I said about the dog next to you. Shadow was already in the front. I'm going to kill those 5 little dogs. It was going to be a massacre.
Caesar steps in to calm Shadow down and help him count it. Changes the leash and snaps Shadow out of his aggression with a touch.
The foot tap is a light touch. It's something that I use just to snap the brain out of it from an excited state to help them refocus. Then we have to wait into the dog contact. Yeah, he's going through the transition of, I'm not going to be in control, so therefore I should move away. But your problem will be gone as soon as when you want to go in front, you lost control.
Now Caesar demonstrates leading Shadow calmly past the barking dogs.
As soon as you're here, he needs to be right next to you. And then by the time you come here, look. So regardless how these guys are, don't worry here. Yeah, right?
It was pretty unbelievable to see Caesar walk Shadow past all those dogs without him going crazy. It's something that has never happened before.
See how he lowers the head? Yeah. So every time he lowers the head, that means he's becoming submissive.
Now, with me,
Yeah.
Now Caesar wants Steve to walk Shadow past the barking dogs. He instructs him to keep Shadow behind him with a loose leash, where Shadow could become protective and attack.
when Caesar told me to walk Shadow past all those dogs, I was definitely scared. I walk past these dogs every day, and Shadow always tries to attack them. Caesar told me just to stay calm and cool. I'm just trying not to freak out.
Go ahead. Beautiful. Now, right there you give him affection.
For not reacting, I never thought I'd be able to walk Shadow past these dogs without him trying to kill him. But once I loosened the leash and had him walk behind me, it was unbelievable to see how easy it was.
What is your personal goal for your life?
I don't want my parents to work. They've been working their whole lives. Like, my dad sometimes he doesn't even come home. He just at work the whole time. I want them for them to be proud of me, and then for me to just have them retire and give them a place to live. That's just gonna be their own.
Steve is a great kid, and he has gone through a lot. I want him to achieve his goal, and I want him to be able to help his family. So if I can help him with Shadow, I will be contributing to his success.
Hello.
That's part of my job. What's your goal for this?
Man, I want Shadow